Hello and welcome along to episode 73 of the Don McKellar sponsored A View from Section C. Senior, I was thinking back. I did the live video earlier, and I was introducing it, saying welcome along to A View from Section C. We're about to do the Don McKellar, and I went to say sponsored because it's just naturally I say the Don McKellar sponsored show, and I went the Don McKellar voucher. Honestly, autopilot when you go into it. I see you're on your lunch break again, but you're in your Christmas jumper in work.
Yeah. Look, and again, what for those who are watching, I'll even stand up a wee bit. Look, Pittsburgh Penguins had to be junior. Had to be the Penguins one.
You know what? I was gonna wear my Ottawa one. I'd wore it the other day, and I put it in the wash, and I can't find it now. It's either in the wash or on the drying rack. But in saying that, we're pish again. But I'll tell you, DJ Smith's gone. We're winning the cup.
No, you're not.
We're winning the cup.
You're not. You were 3-0 up against Arizona and got pumped 4-3. Okay.
Fuck, we were 3-0 up. It's fine. Clayton Keller's in my fantasy team. It's all right.
Yeah. I can't say nothing about Pittsburgh, but I put this on for the Johnson family because I know how much the Johnson family love the Pittsburgh Penguins. Or at least I'll maybe rephrase that. And Hunty. But I'll actually rephrase that and say how much none of them like the Pittsburgh Penguins, so hence why I've wore it. You know what? It just triggered me when you said episode 73. We should have called this episode Davy Smith.
Davy!
Number 73, legend.
And it was funny that because I did see a thing about Chad on Facebook today scoring his 50th goal since joining the Caps. What was it?
Yeah, I've seen that as well.
Last season and 17 so far this season.
Yeah. And
too good for that level, I think.
Yeah, and young Robo's back up the road as well. He's back playing on this side of the border, Cali.
He is.
So he's back up here at Solway. So the Robos will be happy. Not so much travelling.
Well, the good thing is, Senior, my best mate, he lives down in Dumfries now. So I might hate to go down on a game day when Stars are at home and Solway at home and maybe give my pal Spud a wee shout, get some free tickets and go down and support Cali.
Yep. And again, what also means that if there's an opportunity for a two-way now, it might be there. Yeah.
I think Clan might dip into that more before us anyway because they've got that partnership with Solway.
They could fuck off.
But that is true. Apologies to our active Clan listener Tanya. I saw we were getting a bit of stick last week about our
I've seen that
game review for the Cardiff game.
I've seen that, but yeah, you know what? It's good that there's fans of other clubs listening to the pish that we spout. So yeah,
especially when we give it tight to Clan. I think people know it's the. And I'm going to come into it because they're in on this day, and back in on this day, they are part of the Pishy-Wishy Braehead Clan. They are part of Braehead in that time, so we'll get into that. But yeah, speaking of obviously Ottawa getting beat again, Pittsburgh been getting bumped,
winning.
You got pumped 7-0 though.
Yeah, but then we had the bounce back ability, and we win. We beat, and I'm going to drag this out now. It was 4-3, and it was the Minnesota Wild.
Okay, I'll give you that then, because they're actually okay. All right, well, speaking of winning, we did have our competition winner earlier. We did do the Facebook Live just to show that it isn't rigged, as contrary to what some people think. And it's a nobody can shit like Mr. Andy Strange, like I mentioned on the live again. I've already told you, Andy, you're not going to live it down. You're not forgetting it. You're known as the chip for the rest of the time on the podcast. Okay. But a massive congratulations to our competition winner, which was Amanda Scott. So hopefully she does not share that voucher with Sandy. I'm hoping that she does share it with Sharon. And obviously, the actual winner of the prize, which is wee Sean, because it was his 40.
Yeah, and you know what? I've known Amanda for a long time, long time. So I'm hoping that I might get the invite as well. Yeah.
And if you've known her a long time, then I've known her a long time. So maybe we'll both all get an invite.
Nah, Junior, we're talking childhood. So I'm in before you, mate. Sorry.
Wow. Anyway, congratulations again, Amanda.
Yeah, congratulations to Amanda.
£25 voucher is yours. It was a good picture of wee Sean with Johnny McBean and Craig Moore. We will get the voucher to you at the Fife game on the 27th, which we'll go into our game preview later on. So we'll get it to you then, and I'll drop you a message. So, winner in the competition, we will, as I said on the live earlier, we will have another competition in the new year. It's going to be big. It's going to be, senior, massive. It's going to be a big one, and it's going to be good. We need to get our wee heads together and here think on what we're going to do.
Exactly.
We've done a picture again.
Yep. And it's a big one, Junior. We need to think of something random. How do we know?
We'll think about
it. How do we know get Billy Finlay running about Dundee looking for Section C merchandise?
There's a thought.
There you go. Thought. Just off the top of my head. There we go.
You'll still be looking for it next season.
Oh, God,
actually, has he found those padlocks yet?
I don't think so. I think he's still there. I think he's been abroad and everything looking for them, but you never know.
Yeah. Well, whilst Billy's looking for points, we were looking for some points.
Yeah.
At the weekend. We had the Cardiff Devils away and then the Sheffield Steelers at home. So it is time for our 51 Club sponsored game reviews. Saturday night, we were away to the Cardiff Devils and we got off to a good start with that man, James Phelan, with the goal at 3 minutes and 14 seconds, assisted by Ronaldo and Allen. Then that's where it went wrong. 3 goals in the space of 50, what was it, a minute?
59 seconds.
59 seconds. Try to look at that on the screen there. It's quite small. 59 seconds. Joshua Waller, 8:51. Justin Crandall, 9:21 on the power play. Cole Sanford at 9:50, giving the Devils a 3-1 lead end of the first. They made it 4 in the second through Brandon Alderson at 30:28 on the power play. 5-1 then came through, what a name, by the way.
That's a great name, isn't it?
Rimshaw at 51:33. Stars then mounted a late fight back through Captain Fantastic Dryden Dow, assisted by Nason Johnson, 56:33 on the power play. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very next day, you gave it away. But I gave it to Kyle Pouncey at 57:03 unassisted. Spencer Nass, they made it 5-4 seconds later, 57:48, assisted by Valentine Harms. But the comeback just wasn't enough. Maybe just a little bit too late. Devils running out 5-4 winners, which also had the Stramash at the end of the game. So,
I also heard, and I don't know if there's any truth in it, but I seen somebody posting that 26 seconds to go, we also hit the bar.
Yeah,
that if that had went in, that had been absolutely mental. But we had the Stramash, the spear, the massive slash.
So the first thing to speak about is there's a suspension from that game. Chris Mackay cross-checking or checking to the head, whatever it eventually came out as. 2-game suspension. So, Senior, what's your thoughts? Get your phone on silent.
I can. This is what happens. I think 2 games is a bit harsh. I think if he'd got 1 game suspension, I could understand it. 2 games, I don't think, can't remember Mackay being up in front of the Dops recently
No,
this season.
he's not. No,
So
he's not. He's
it's
not
his
a
first.
repeat
It's
offender.
his first offence, right? And I could see why they've came out and said, right, doesn't look good. But in his defence, right, he's a fucking tree. He's huge. And when he goes to cross-check the guys, if they go ducking down a wee bit, he's hitting them in the head. Right? It's as simple as that. Whether he's meant to hit him in the head or not, I'm not 100% sure if he's done it deliberately. I've looked at it, I've watched it a number of times. He has hit him in the head. It's worthy of a penalty, and it's probably worthy of a 1 game suspension, considering it's his first offence in that late league. 2 games, I think, is a bit harsh.
Yeah, and then out of that, then came the fines for Sean Allen for his partaking in the little scuffle. It wasn't really a scuffle. Josh Britton, fine for him. Cox and Batch. So 4 players, all fined. That was the worst slash I've ever claimed, like that's been claimed I've ever seen in my life. It's a fucking love tap with stick.
It's one of those things where it's like a wee. It's a wee tap to say, I've cottoned on to what you've done, right? I've seen it, and we'll let it go. And then it's just kicked off of there.
Yeah.
But it's quite embarrassing. Some of the comments that the Devils fans are saying, they're probably still going on it about Twitter, but yeah, it's ridiculous. And for these guys to be fined and to have it on the record, right, considering they've never been involved with the Dops yet, is just ridiculous. That is. It's and for me, with Allen, he's the same as Walker, right? If they see the name Allen, they've got an opportunity to get this, what people class as goon, this thug out the league, right? We'll go into the Sheffield game. He fought in the Sheffield game. That's his second fight.
Yeah.
The only second time he's dropped his gloves. So how could he be a goon? If he was a goon, he'd be dropping his gloves every game.
Yeah.
He plays tough. And for me, it was a wee jab. It was absolutely nothing. And Batch, in my opinion, has overreacted something stupidly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's 2 parts of it which just... The first bit is how hilarious it was watching Lefebvre grab hold of Allen and Pete Russell grab and hold the Batch, trying to pull the 2 of them back down the tunnel. It's just hilarious. And then those 2 go face to face, and seemingly everyone's like, "Oh, look, they're 2 are at it now." And it was seemingly no. Mark was telling him, "I can't understand what you're saying through the plexi bit." They came to the front of the benches and shook hands.
Yeah,
but
it's I'll tell you, right?
The thing that
Josh Batch overreacted, right? And he's probably lucky somebody and others got in front of him, because he'd have got his head kicked in for Sean Allen. Quite easily. Got his head kicked in. It's as simple as that. I think maybe my opinion was, I think he knew others were there, and he was able to react based on that. Or he's getting his tatties,
Yeah, but the thing that pissed me off the most was the 4 fines that were handed out, the suspension to Chris Mackay, but that wee dick Cole Sanford got away scot-free again after a 2-handed slash. And it was a 2-handed slash. Maybe it wasn't maybe a full-on whack, but it was a 2-hand quick snap on the back of Britton's legs as he was paired off with someone.
Yeah.
But
shitebags.
Yeah.
Don't like them. I've always not had a soft spot for Cardiff, but I've always liked the way they play. But they're at that stage now where if you're going to behave like that, then actually back it up.
Yeah.
Like as you say with Sanford, if you're going to slash somebody, well, you've got to back it up. The boy Saucerman found out what happens when you slash Allen in the back of the legs. But even going back to previous games with Devils, Britton and Sanford seem to have a bit of history for some reason. They've since the season started, since Josh Britton signed us, he has been at Sanford every single game. He'll get him.
Yep.
Before the season's finished, he'll get him. Guaranteed.
Yep.
And I hope he does.
Yeah. But again, we did call out last week of Sanford, Crandall, and Alderson for scoring goals.
Players,
and
they're good players.
Again,
you can't get away with that. They're maybe dicks, but they're good players.
Yeah, 3 goals out of the 5. So a tough loss to come back up the road with, considering that we did have to fight back.
They've done well to come back, and I've always said that there's no big gap between us and Cardiff.
No.
There is not a big gap. I don't care what, if you look at the table, there is a gap, but when they're on the ice, there's no that much of a difference, honestly.
No. So back up the road, home game on the Sunday against the Sheffield Stealing. That's what it sounds like when they're shouting, "Let's go Stealing."
Is this the Sheffield?
Sheffield.
The Sheffield.
Steelers, Sheffield. That's worse than Clan. That is worse than Clan. Sheffield.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, the Sheffield Steelers came to Dundee on Sunday night, and you know what? We'll come into how we feel about the game went. So 1-0 after the first, a late goal from Patrick Watling at 18:53. Dominic Cormier at 21:12. Daniel Ciampini at 29:14. That wee dick, Robert Dowd, 33:57. And then the wee dick again at 42:15. Your wee pal Dowdy. 5-0 winners.
Yeah.
You know what?
So on. I don't. Yep.
Decent first period. And I think
if we got in it, if we get in it, nothing's up. If we're in it 0-0, it's a totally different game. Totally different game. But the boy Watling, what a player he is! Like, what a goal! That is a top class snipe that he gets on that. But that middle period they were just too good, eh? As simple as that. They were just better than us in every area of the ice.
Yeah, I think they were better than us. I wouldn't say they were too good. I just think we didn't come out for the period. It's like Mark keeps saying it every week. We need to play for full 60. I just don't think we played for that 20 minutes. Because we just try to camp in, I think.
Yeah. Like, I think what killed with the goal right at the end of the period knocked the stuffing out of it, right? And then the goal right at the start of the period. And that, that is, it's only really, it's just minutes overall in between both goals.
Yeah.
And come on, the guys just keep going. But listen, I'm no knocking them. I'd rather they went out and tried to win games and then you put effort in. The effort and everything was still there. I just think overall this year, I think based on who I've seen, Sheffield are better than everybody else.
Oh, Sheffield are winning the league.
Definitely.
I don't think there's anybody that'll pimp them for it.
There shouldn't a junior. They shouldn't, but it just goes to show that on any given night, anybody could beat anybody. But we do need teams to start beating Sheffield. And then the third period.
But do we really want them to?
What?
Do we really want them to start beating Sheffield? When we look at the table,
as long as we're winning.
I think we're 4 points off third place again, or fourth place. I wouldn't want teams to start beating them. If they're going to go and win the league, let them go and win the league, and we'll just beat who we need to beat around with, and try and keep pushing on. 2-0 up, Sheffield 2-0 up. Sean Allen drops the gloves with a guy, I think he hit. Did he hit someone? Who was it he hit?
He hit Saucerman. He hit Saucerman in the board, and it's one
somebody
of.
hit. Oh yeah, that's right. And he had a massive slash at him for it.
And then he slashed at him. I think what happened when they come off the board, I think Sean just gives him a wee, like what we said the other night, a wee love tap.
Yeah.
And then Saucerman two hands him in the back of the legs, and then that was always going to end badly. Yeah,
don't do it.
It was always going to end badly. But you know what? It was good to finally see a real fight with him, because the one against Coventry wasn't a real fight, but that was. And yeah, I was thoroughly impressed. The uppercuts were just rapid.
God.
Absolutely rapid.
That first one fucking rung his bell. He was about bullshit.
Yeah, and you know what? In a way, I was glad it was Saucerman, because Saucerman was the guy that thought when we played down there. I remember, who was it he fought? Phelan twice, and he thought he maybe thought he was Billy Big Boots for fighting James Phelan, but he'll not be Billy Big Boots now.
No,
because he just got put in his place, and I thought for a wee bit it galvanised a wee bit, but then once they get going again, there was only ever going to be one winner. Third period, and we noticed that right at the end of the second. We noticed Kevin speaking to Mark as they went off the ice, and then you're sitting discussing, was it Mark that initiated it? Was it Kevin? It looks like it was listening to Mark, it was a joint decision. You've had a lot of hockey. We're 4-0 down at this point. Go and take the night off. Calm down again. And you know what? What I liked about Mark's interview about that was he felt that, Kevin, the guys in front of him maybe weren't doing what they should have been doing. And it wasn't fair for Kevin to take the brunt of it. So I thought it was a good move by the goalie and the coach to get Kevin out of there and give Lucas 20 minutes against the top team in the league. He'll probably want the goal back. But then after that, I thought the laddie played really, really well. Yeah. Really well.
Yeah. So score predictions over the weekend. Senior, you said 4-1 Devils and 3-2 Steelers. And I went 5-2 Devils and 4-3 Steelers in overtime. So we were quite off this week. No psychology worked.
That's out the windy now.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, Senior. I am going to abstain my man of the match vote from this week, because I don't really think there was a man of the match.
You've still got to do your man of the match, Junior.
There was nobody.
Well, I'm not going to get to Lucas, because as well as he played, he only played for 20 minutes. Right?
That's why. That's why it could only be Lucas. I wouldn't do it for a period.
You think so? I would have given it to Kyle Pouncey.
Okay, he's given one to Pouncey.
I thought Kyle played. I thought Kyle played well. There was times during that game that it's just the wee things you see with Kyle Pouncey. He just does them right. I think he nearly go coast to coast on a couple of occasions, but I really like Pouncey. I thought out of that game, apart from Lucas for what he done in the third period, I thought Kyle Pouncey, he was very steady for the whole 60 minutes. So if there was, for me, I'd give a man of the match, it would be Kyle Pouncey.
To be honest, there was times I just forgot Pouncey was even on the ice. It was just that kind of game where we were just sitting in defensively the whole game. I thought second and third period we were sitting back just to limit, especially the third when Lucas went. I think after that first one went in on him, I think they thought we really need to buck up defensively here because this could get really ugly for him and it's not fair on him. So they bucked up their ideas and they just sat in and never really had any other chances after that. I just hate to say it, I just didn't see a man in the match at all. I thought we were just equally just average across the board.
It's not good enough, Junior.
Sorry.
You've always Whether you win or get beat, you've always got to be man of the match.
Yeah. Well, you know me, I just like to criticise, so...
Well, there you go. I'm the positive one out of the duo.
So yeah, it was nil point this weekend. But I will say, though, there was the loudest cheer of the night on Sunday, and it was almost like we'd scored the goal. Toby Craig falling on his arse.
Oh, my God.
Now, listen, we know that Toby listens to the podcast from time to time, right? And this is nothing at you, Toby. It really isn't. But it might have been the loudest cheer of the season so far.
Oh my God!
when
Honestly,
he fell on the ice.
Right? And
I just burst out laughing.
I think everybody did, right?
Himself.
And you know what? That's what you didn't realise, right?
I know,
see when it happens, and it happens. It happens. Doesn't matter who the referee or the lino is. If somebody goes on their arse, right, there's a massive cheer, and everybody goes way and bouncy, and you get everything, and then you see him skating up the ice, and you think,
he's hurting his
shit,
elbow.
he looks like he's hurt himself. Oh.
That's what I said. I think, oh shit, I think he's hurt. So yeah. Toby, we'll hope you're okay. We'll hope your arm's fine. But it did give us a bit of a cheer on what was a poor night for result wise.
It was. However, right, and I say that at the game on Sunday. Over the past wee while, we've played someone like Sheffield, Cardiff, potentially Cardiff, Sheffield, Cardiff again, right? We've got out this, and I'm not saying every game's easy, and we should be winning games, right? I honestly believe that we could match any team in this league. I really believe that. But we've got that sticky run out we had Nottingham in amongst that as well when we won.
Yeah.
And we picked up that 2 points, but I think we played like Cardiff and Steelers around about that time as well.
Yeah.
But we're out of that now, right? For me, we're now in amongst it. We're what a day we're review. We've got the Clan, we've got the Flyers twice. We've got games after that, right? This is now, for me, the Christmas period. The next couple of games over it is the nitty gritty, where if we perform, as Mark says, for 60 minutes, we could be picking up 2 points every game now.
Yeah.
Well, and that should be the expectation.
Yeah, well, before you get ahead of yourself, there is a part of the show that needs to be done. And the ugly.
The good. It could only be the performance of Lucas in that period. We could say the good was Sean Allen giving Saucerman his tatties, but no, I think to bring Lucas in against such in a big game, the game was maybe lost at that point as well. But Sheffield aren't going to ease off. They're going to keep going. They're wanting to score goals, etc. As I said, he'll want the first in back, but after that, I thought the lad had done really, really well. The bad, I can't mind what I say what the bad was earlier on, but what did I say the bad was, Junior?
Don't know. This is why you should become prepared.
Yeah, I know. I can't know what the ugly is, but the bad I'll tell you, the bad could be the injury situation.
The bad was no points.
Okay, so 0 points is bad. 0 points is bad. Doesn't matter why you play. 0 points is bad. However, the other bad and I just thought of this here was the injury situation. And I know Mark says that they want to go back into the market and maybe start looking at bringing others in, but the injury situation is beginning to creep. We missed Brent Bedon at the weekend.
Yeah.
We definitely missed him. He just brings a different dimension to the team, and when he's not playing, it seems to upset the lines a lot, especially lines 2 and 3 and possibly 4, because everybody down the bottom end has to rejig, where you just leave Naas, Valentini, and Harams together.
Yep.
The ugly is, if you look at the league table, we're second bottom, when only a few weeks ago, during one of the games, we were actually top. However, as you said, there's no lot of points between everybody in that league. Certainly no between third and 10th.
No.
And this is how now the games that are coming up suddenly become very, very big games.
Yeah. So I did fail to put up the league table. Thanks for reminding us.
You're
So
welcome.
Fife still down at the bottom, 16 points through 20 games. Stars now down to 9th from, again, what was a few weeks ago, first place during that Coventry game. 17 points through 19 games. We are level on points with 8th placed Nottingham, who are also 17 through 14 games. Manchester and Guildford, both 18 points through 18 games. Belfast, 21 through 19. Clan, 21 through 18. Coventry, 21 through 17. Cardiff, 25 points. Sheffield, 29. So, again, as I said, we are only 4 points. Although there's games in hand from other clubs, we are only 4 points behind Coventry in third.
Yep. It just and a matter of weeks ago, Coventry were bottom and adrift, and so were Guildford.
Yeah.
You know, so it can be done. It's just a case of, and I'll keep saying what Mark says, play for 60 minutes. We are a match for any team in this league if we play for 60 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, so it's obviously now our Craig Niche Decorator sponsored game preview. So Glasgow away on Saturday. No game on Sunday because the big man comes that night. So we've all got to be in our beds nice and early when the big man comes to deliver the presents.
We're speaking about Santa, aren't we?
Yes.
Just when you said the big man. Right, okay.
Who do you think we're speaking about?
I don't know. I maybe thought Chris Mackay was going about chapping doors or something.
Okay. Yeah. Big Sean Allen or something chapping on the door.
Yeah, something like that.
Guys wanting their tatties tonight.
Yeah.
So, Glasgow win the Saturday. Then we've got Fife, the home and home series again. So, Fife away on Boxing Day. Then we're at home on the Wednesday, the 27th. This is when it gets really difficult to remember these games during the Christmas period.
I know.
Like you say,
you do know I'll be relying on you to tell me what time face-offs and that are, eh?
Yes, I'll need to look them all up. But yeah, like you were saying, those games are out the way now. The Sheffield's, Cardiff, Nottingham. We're now playing those that we feel that we should beat, or certainly we've got the potential to beat. And we've got a point to prove this week. We've went on a bit of a poor run recently, not picking up many points, but we're not out of anything by any means. We're 4 points off third spot. If results go our way, we go back above Clan by the end of these 3 games. We're above Fife anyway, but we go back above Manchester. We might go back above Guildford, possibly even Coventry. Depends on what happens. So, point to prove for the team this week, I think. I think Mark will be saying that to them, that, listen, poor run, forget what we've done. We've now got Glasgow. We've now got 2 games against Fife, 3 games, local rivals. Go out, prove a point. We deserve to be back where we were.
Totally agree. That's it for me as well. We should be looking, and as players, we should be expecting to win these games. I know that 2 of them are on the road, but there's not a lot of travel to be done. I think if we're at full strength, and as I say, missing Brent is that. If this continues, I don't know what he's in. Somebody said that they thought he got hit in the Cardiff game for Riley. So, I think
Riley
we need him back. We do need him back. So hopefully he'll be back for these 3 games. They're going to be tough, let's be honest, right? Charlie's back for the Clan, seemingly playing really well again. So he's going to be a threat. But I think if we get on top of the Clan early doors and begin to start chasing their goalies, whoever's playing, that'll be it. For me, we've got to shoot more. Look at Sheffield's goals, right? I think I think 3 of them were deflections. And that's what we should be looking to do. Get the puck on the net.
I don't even think 2 of those 3 were deflections. I think they just went through bodies and just screened the goalie. I was going to say that. Put pucks on net on them. You've got to put pucks on net on them. Because let's be honest, they're not the best defensively. They will ship in goals. But the thing is, they can score a lot. And that's the other issue. So
that is an issue for us. We have got to be defensively strong against them.
Yeah, I think it is going to be a battle of defences on Saturday in Clan. Obviously, they've got some big players there. Hayden, who's 7+9 through 18 games. You've then got Pellick, who's 6+9 through 16.
I don't know if Pellick will play. He's injured.
Is he injured?
Yeah.
Interesting. But then they've got the boy Craighead as well, who played really well at us the last time. Yeah. But looking at Clan, they've taken a point, or at least a point, from their last 6 league games. Yeah. They've won 3 and 3 overtime losses. So 9 out of possible 12 points there. So they're on a bit of a high just now.
Yeah.
Whereas we come to the other side of it and we play the Flyers, and they've only got 1 win in their last 7 games.
Yeah, and it was against Cardiff.
Which was ultimately the game against Cardiff at the weekend. But again, Osterberg, Shirley, Eriksson, they're 3 main guys for me. It's still going to be a tough game. But 1 win in the last 7.
Yeah, the 3 games are going to be so tough.
Yeah,
they will be so tough, and it's over the Christmas period, and this is when I'm glad I'm not a professional sports player, right? Because when it comes to Christmas, it must be shit, right? Because the guys know they're playing the 23rd, 24th is probably when they might have a bit to eat, because on Christmas Day they're really kind of doing on because they're then playing Boxing Day on the 27th. So it will be tough for them. The games are there for the taking.
Yeah.
And I'm really, when you ask me about my predictions, I'm going really positive, by the way.
Here we go. But right, okay. Let's go.
We'll have to be wait a minute. But we Fife though. This guy, again, Colin Shirley, he suddenly came out of Naples, really, and started putting in big performances for them. But
7+8 through 20 league games so far.
Yeah. And Kim, see, the first time I seen him, I thought he was a big dope. Honestly, just thought, he's a big dope. He's not going to do nothing. So, Clan defense is on top. Stars win 5-4.
Stars win 5-4. I am going to say a 4-3 Clan overtime.
Okay.
Fife away.
4-3 Stars.
4-3 Stars. I'm going to go 5-3 Stars.
Okay.
Empty net goal.
All right.
Fife at home.
4-1 Stars.
4-1 Stars.
6-point Christmas break.
A 6-point Christmas week. I'm going bold here. And Ryan Thompson's going to get a bit upset when I go this bold. I'm going 6-2 Stars.
Oh, wow. 6-2. Ryan and Louis didn't like a 6-2 scoreline, did they? So
I'm going for a 5-point Christmas week, which I will take that in my Christmas cracker this year.
Yeah. So would I. I'll tell you, Junior, if anything, minimum of 4.
A minimum
of 4.
4. Yeah, 2 wins.
Yeah.
Or
no.
2 overtime losses and a win.
Yeah, something like that. But for me, minimum of 4. But yeah, I'm going for 6 because I I believe. It's that time of year again. I believe.
You need to get the Miracle on 34th Street badge out. I believe. So senior with a 6-point week. I've got us on a 5-point week. Oh, and senior, you know what that bell means?
Yep, I do.
That means it's time for the gloves off. The gloves off sponsored junior versus senior. So
who was that? Who was that? It says, was it Ryan? It says after the game, I got
after two.
After.
Listen, hey, you got into trouble for Daisy at the weekend, so behave yourself here. But I'm not having that.
No, I'm not having it either. I'm not
born in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, and then a 5'10" D man.
And he got
it off of that.
Nonsense.
There's a lot. We've had quite a few small D men, but it would have narrowed it down for him. But no, I get it.
Yeah.
And it must have just been a complete Cody Carlson? Couldn't have been that's Cody Carlson.
He's at it.
He's always at it, that man.
Always at it. Right.
Let's go.
You ready?
Hold on, mate. I need to get to my buzzers just in case.
All right. Okay. First clue.
I'm going to write it down at the same time so I don't forget that.
All right. He was born in Burnaby, British Columbia in September 1985. And his youth team was the Burnaby Winter Club.
No, that doesn't really mean anything, the club. Burnaby. Let's go 1985, did you say?
1985.
Could be anybody.
Let's see. Not so easy, is it?
First clue.
Honestly, see if you come out with the answer. I'll just the headphones are the laptop's going. I'm just going right. So
I've said my guess.
Who have you
Greg
said?
Moore.
No. But I'll tell you, I thought about him. Without a word of lie, I honestly thought about Greg Moore.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Okay. Right. Clue number 2. His NCAA career saw him win the Rookie of the Year in the AHA in 2006-2007. And he was also the NCAA champ in AHA in 2009 and 2010.
Okay. So we're probably looking at earlier Elite League years then. Now, I can't mind if this boy's Canadian or not.
Even if you get it now, the laptop's getting closed. I'm out of here, just to let you know.
Now, I'm going to go someone that we spoke about last week, just because he's on my brain now.
Okay.
Is it the big man, Brennan Turner?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Right. Clue number 3. He's a 6'1" D-man.
Okay. I'm down the right path anyway.
Who joined us from the CHL, where the year before he joined us, he was part of the all-rookie team in the CHL.
CHL, so 6'1". CHL. And what was that? What was his award? The rookie.
He was part of the all-rookie team.
The all-rookie team.
All-rookie team. CHL. 6'1" D-man. Yeah. Tough junior, is it?
Right, so we've went Brennan Turner. He was in the NCAA 2009-2010, you said?
Yeah, that was when he was an NCAA champ in the AHA. Whatever that is, that must be the league that he was a champ in.
AHA. I don't know what the AHA is. I thought it went Division 1, Division 2, Division 3.
Yeah. Yep. Come on in, Junior. The people are waiting for your answer.
I keep going back to Greg Moore for some reason, but I don't know why. Fuck, I don't know. I can't even think of a name. I'm on the spot and I can't even think of a name.
Okay,
we'll go with it.
Right. Clue 4.
Clue 4.
He played 34 games for the Stars.
Yeah.
He had 6 goals, 7 assists, and 64 penalty minutes.
So I'm thinking, I think it's got to be first season, Elite League. Coming into first season, or maybe second season. I'm trying to go through our D-men in that year.
It's shit, is it?
It's quite funny, right? So listen, I'm going to come back to this, right?
Right.
Gary Monroe was on about doing something, right? And he's like, could you name who the first ever Dundee Stars goal scorer was? And I was like, I think anybody will ken that. And he's like, well, Paddy will remember. I was like, Paddy will not remember. And he said, can you name the rest of the team? I was like, I could name the whole team for that first year. How many players do you think you could name for that first year?
I'd get quite a few, like. I would get quite a few. But if you asked me to name the team for 2 years ago, absolutely no chance. No chance.
Sorry, back to this. Let's go with... Oh, what height was... Nah, he's surely bigger than that. Matt Suderman.
Press the button, Junior.
Fuck.
Right. And your last clue, right?
Yeah.
Is after those 34 games, he left and joined the Ontario Reign, where he played another 22 games that same season.
Right. I had someone in my head, but I know he's American, so it's no him.
Okay. Come on.
Right.
Go on then. Name names.
He's American as well. Right. The only one I could really think that was Canadian from
Go on then.
first or second season.
Go on then. I'm sitting here. I'm ready to tell you you're right.
I know I'm gonna say his name wrong.
Come on then.
Alan Mazur?
Spot on.
Yes! Fucking get in there!
Alan Mazur or Alan Mazer.
I never ever knew if it was Alan Mazur or Alan Mazer.
Yeah.
But
I think it was Mazur. Because what I didn't...
Used to play for the Rockets, was there?
Yeah, that was a clue I didn't want. I wanted to keep away from that altogether. Because you would have got it. So, well done, Junior.
A point for Junior on Alan
Mazer.
What?
Yeah.
I remember him. I remember skating around with him at the Meet the Players.
Yeah.
He was quite a nice guy, actually.
He was
okay, wasn't it?
Did he no get gassed? Did they no get rid? Were we no very good at that point? And I think he was one of the ones that may have been offloaded to bring others in. But
I don't know if he was gassed or if he left. But
yeah, it was the same
okay.
I was the same as you. I thought he was okay. He was nothing special.
Because he had some slap shot on him. We called it the Mazer Laser.
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay, so senior trails now after the first round this season. Junior is 1-0 up.
Yeah.
Happy days. It was a wee Christmas present for us. Thanks, senior.
You know what? Ryan Thompson, probably as soon as they said he was born in Burnaby, I guarantee you, Ryan Thompson's went Alan Mazer. Guaranteed.
Even though you never even went to the games.
You know we're getting shit for your Ryan, do you? When we got there on Wednesday.
Too right. But on this day, I know you love on this day.
Yes,
we had one leaver in 2019. in what was a very controversial lever
Oh,
in Elgin Pierce going to the Belfast Giants.
yeah,
There was a lot of shit went down with that
it certainly was.
transfer to them, and
Yep.
then even the reaction from him when he came back and scored and really gave it to the crowd. So he got fucking a pelters for it.
Yeah, he was a good player. He was a good
Yeah,
player.
he was just a very bad teammate. I believe.
That's what it seemed to be.
Yeah.
Bit of a disruption, shall we say?
Yeah. 2 games on this day. In 2014, we had an away league shootout win at the Motherwell, Paisley, Fishy Wishy, North Renfrewshire, Airdrie, South Lanarkshire, Glasgow Clan.
It'd been funny if you said Edinburgh Capitals.
So we did win that game by 4-3 after a shootout in 2014. And in 2015, we had a home win against the Fife Flyers by 5-4. So, Senior, 100% record in the Elite League era on this day for games. And just so happens to be our opponents for the forthcoming Christmas week.
Yeah.
So 4-3 win in Clan, which is what I've got Clan winning by at home. And Fife winning, beating Fife by 5-4 at home the following year. So, yeah, hopefully it is a sign of good things to come.
I certainly take those results again, I'll tell you.
I definitely would that. But, Senior, the last thing for us to say is Merry Christmas to everyone. It's obviously
Merry
our
Christmas,
everyone. We've got the wee Christmas tree branches there, the nice wee gold baubles and everything. It's a nice wee festive screen we've got.
Golden balls on the screen.
Golden balls. But yeah, it's we do hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas. Thanks to everyone that did buy some of the merchandise and that. I went and dropped some off again last night to our good pal Alex, he's down in Senior. This is how far we're going now. He's down in London for uni.
And you went out of the way to London?
All the way to London yesterday just to deliver a couple of mugs.
Good effort, Junior. Good effort.
But I dropped it off at his house last night on the way home from work. So he did say that this is his main source of keeping up with the Stars when he's not been able to get here for games because he's away down during term time. He is going to try and get to the next Guildford game because seemingly the Spectrum is not that far from where he stays. So I said that we might have to invite him on the show just to get a wee review, to which he declined and said, I'll record one for you, but I'm not coming on it. But thanks to everyone that bought stuff. I can't say anybody else's names who bought stuff because it's Christmas presents. So, yeah, thanks again, everyone that bought the merch and that. But we hope Santa is good to everyone. There won't be many people on the naughty list this year. It's definitely on the naughty list. For his lack out getting the Cody Carlson right. But
Billy McGuinness, naughty list.
Billy McGuinness, very naughty list after the weekend. But hope everyone has a good Christmas when it comes. Obviously, we've only got the away game this weekend. We'll have Fife away on Boxing Day, Fife at home on Wednesday the 27th. So we'll see you there. We'll record another episode in between Christmas and New Year when we look at our home and home with the Belfast Giants. But until then, have a good rest of your weekend. Enjoy Christmas Day, and we'll see you at the rink for the Fife game.